I'm Tatyana Ali. I play Quincy Allen on the new BET.com web series Buppies, sponsored by CoverGirl. Quincy Allen, I really love Quincy Allen, and when I was first introduced to her as a character, I fell in love with her. She's a really well-written, well-rounded, multi-dimensional woman. She grew up in the spotlight because of her father. People know who she is, or think they know who she is. She's decided to use that to her advantage, and she becomes a publicist because she knows Hollywood. She knows Black Hollywood, which is where a lot of the comedy in this story, I think, comes from. And she's really struggling to find her place in the world. And you meet the rest of the Buppies in the story, her friends. They become her support system and her family. By the end of the 10 episodes, you see why these 5 friends love each other so much. Quincy has a really interesting relationship with her 2 best friends. Priscilla, played by Robin Thede, is her girlfriend from college. We call her Prissy for short. She's a little, I think you could say bougie. Quincy's best friend from childhood, still her best friend, is Shantae Fearson's character, Courtney. And Courtney is the muscle behind the group. If Suge Knight had a daughter, it would be Courtney. She's probably more affluent than any other member of the crew. She sticks up for her friend. She's always fighting for Quincy. And it's really funny because Quincy's always in the middle of Priscilla and Shantae's character, Courtney. They're fighting back and forth. They can't stand each other. And so Quincy loves them both dearly and just wants to she's always trying to bring the 2 of them together. It makes for a lot of humor, and they're really great. Robin and Shantae are really great going back and forth. You have one of my favorite characters, Chaka, played by Ernest Waddell, is, and much to his friends' dismay, a rapper by night. I think they probably go out and support him. I don't know if they really think he's that good at what he does. One of the most important characters in the story, I think, is Preston Davis's character. He's trying to find out who he is, and he's hiding it from his friends. That's something that I think a lot of our brothers and sisters go through, and they go through that struggle alone, much like his character does. And so that he's also dating Priscilla. So it's very much an ensemble. There's a lot going on between the characters, but each one of the characters very much has kind of a life of their own. And so you see all of their separate lives, and you also see how they interact with one another and how they're helping one another along. I think people will relate to this show because they'll see themselves in the characters. The struggles that these characters are going through and the missteps that they make, the love that they have for each other, the not knowing who they are and really trying to figure it out, that's what the audience is going to relate to. I hope that comes across to people when they're watching it, that they see themselves reflected in these characters. I really do. And I cannot wait for, one of the great things about the web space is the immediacy of it and the fact that people can blog right away. You know, the way we do on the gossip sites and stuff, we can do that about this show. And I'm just excited to see what people like, what makes them uncomfortable, what excites them, what makes them want to do a double take or spit up what they're eating while they're watching it. It should be fun. I'm excited.